Most men misunderstand how attraction really works. They think women fall in love through logic, through clever words, grand gestures, or perfectly timed actions. But that's not how it actually happens. A woman doesn't connect deeply with what you say. She connects with how she feels when she's around you, often without even realizing it herself. It's not about gifts, effort, or doing everything right. It's about the emotional environment you create over time. Subtle, quiet, and powerful beneath the surface. So this isn't about cheap tactics or manipulation. This is about the real psychological foundations. Your presence, your emotional stability, your energy. These are the things that create deep attachment, even when she can't explain why. Let's break it down. First, she becomes drawn to how you handle her silence. When a woman pulls back or goes quiet, most men get uncomfortable. They overtalk, push for answers, or try to fix something that wasn't broken. But the man who remains calm, who doesn't pressure her to speak, who stays steady without anxiety, that man earns her trust. Your comfort with her quiet tells her, I don't need to control you, I'm secure. And that sense of security creates connection without a single conversation. Second, she connects with the man who doesn't collapse under emotional weight. Many men shut down or run when emotions surface. They argue, defend themselves, or try to escape discomfort. But the man who stays grounded, who listens without needing to solve her feelings, who responds instead of reacts, that man becomes her emotional anchor. When she sees that her emotions don't overwhelm you, attachment starts to grow. Third, she's drawn to a man who protects his energy. There's something powerful about a man who values his peace. He doesn't rush to reply. He doesn't chase approval. He doesn't over-explain himself just to stay accepted. That quiet self-respect is deeply attractive. Boundaries speak louder than praise ever could. They communicate maturity, not arrogance, and she feels it. Fourth, she bonds with how you handle her imperfections. She's not searching for someone who only accepts her when she's happy or easy to deal with. She's paying attention to how you respond to her moods, her insecurities, her messy moments. When you don't shame her or judge her, you give her permission to be real. Women don't fall in love with men who make them feel perfect. They fall for men who make them feel safe being human. Fifth, she responds to leadership that isn't controlling. True confidence doesn't need to be loud. You don't dominate or force authority. You move with clarity. You decide without hesitation. You act with direction. That sense of purpose allows her to relax, not because you take control away from her, but because she trusts where you're headed. And trust creates attraction. Sixth, she falls for the man who doesn't rush closeness. Many men push intimacy too fast. They overshare, force deep conversations, and chase vulnerability. But the man who lets connection unfold naturally stands out. He doesn't demand openness. He allows it. And when she finally opens up, he listens to understand, not to impress. That patience creates real emotional depth. Seventh, she's drawn to the life you're building without her. Here's the paradox. The more fulfilled and grounded you are on your own, the more magnetic you become. When your life has purpose and forward movement, she naturally wants to step into your world. You don't talk endlessly about your goals. You live them. You're not waiting to be chosen. You've already chosen your direction, and that's powerful. Eighth, she's attracted to emotional control, not emotional distance. Being emotionally steady doesn't mean being cold or detached. It means you're not shaken by every emotional wave. You're not seeking reassurance. You're not dependent on validation. You remain calm and centered. And when she realizes that her chaos doesn't destabilize you, curiosity turns into attraction, and attraction turns into attachment. So if you want to understand how women truly fall in love, stop focusing on what to say. Start focusing on the emotional experience you create, because it's not the compliments, the dates, or the big gestures that matter most. It's how it feels to be around you. Be the man who brings calm into silence, stability into chaos, and purpose into his own life, without needing her to be the center of it. If this resonated, comment emotional gravity. And remember, real love isn't chased.